Alright guys, we have a brand new stage in Ultimate Red Zone Daima Edition, which is stage 2, which will be against Tamagami 2. Is there any missions with this one as well? I didn't manage to do the missions with the first stage, but we do have 3. One of them from clearing it once, of course, and another one for using at least 5 characters from Terrifying Conquerors. That's probably because of LR Goma. And another one for using 5 full power category units on the team as well. So for our first clear, I'm just going to use any random team, and then we'll jump back in for the missions in separate videos. I don't have much time today, so I'm going to get through this hopefully as quick as possible. You can let me know your thoughts of the stage down in the comments and how you found it. And as always, we're going to jump into this completely blind. Okay, here we are. Already I'm noticing something incredibly jarring, and that's the fact that Tamagami 2 can lock. You are a scumbag. He also has a territory skill. He also has a domain. So in terms of what he's getting from that, he's greatly raising attack and defense. He's also immune, of course, to lowering attack and defense. Cannot be sealed, cannot be stunned. Of course, we already know that he character locks. He reduces damage below a certain amount to 0. And attack and defense plus 50% when HP is 50% or less. And then, as we already see, because we're down to 70% HP, he's going to be dealing damage to our total health at the beginning of every turn, which of course is 30%. Now, because I don't know what kind of damage Tamagami 2 is doing, I'm not taking the risk with Super Easy A, Strength, Omega being in slot 1. So that Golden Freezer active skill is going to come in and save my Kevin Bacon. Now, why I picked up that one singular orb with Rose, I honestly don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I did that. That was so stupid of me. There was literally, I think, a row of Strength Orbs literally to the right of that. So I'm going to miss out on some very valuable damage, especially while having type advantage on top of that. But hopefully we can still do a good amount of damage regardless. Good crit, good additional. Back-to-back crits for me, please. Thank you very much. We're doing good damage. We're doing some pretty good damage. Best believe, in the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm about to open up a can of whoop ass. This is basically going to be SSJ 3 mini Jeets all over again. All over again. I mean, we're building up a hefty amount of attack for Golden Freezer. No additional on Rose, which is a little bit doo-doo, but what can you do? That's my own fault. That is my own fault. I don't know why I picked up, I think, that one singular fizzle by itself, but this is the situation we find ourselves in. This is the situation we find ourselves in. Now, I don't mind you locking him in there whatsoever. This is actually a very nice rotation. I'm going to pop, of course I'm going to pop the domain. And then the one that's staying on the rotation, he can just chill there for the next time I need to pop a domain. Now, do you want to put Golden Freezer in slot 1, or do I want to leave Omega there? I mean, Golden Freezer does have all of his damage reduction, so that seems like the most logical choice. Although, Omega with a domain up, he's a pretty beefy boy. I mean, Freezer will get some build up here, or he can just pull out some dodge. I don't know if that's a good thing. I mean, I think I would have preferred you dodging the super. Oh, 103 damage. We're cool. We're cool. We're chilling. We're chilling. We are chilling. That's all good. Okay, I don't mind that at all. Some extra damage for Golden Freezer as well before we even before we move on any further. Good crit. Is this only one phase? I mean, I can definitely see it only being one phase because, you know, you've got the lock-in, you've got the 30% damage done at the beginning of turn. You know, I don't know what numbers he's putting out, but they're probably quite high-ish. So if I had to suspect, I reckon this is only one phase and it's meant to be like quite short and quite difficult, but we're kind of gliding through this fine. Clearly with the missions, that's where the difficulty is going to come in, if I had to guess. Yeah, are we done? Yeah, we're done. That was something light. Something light. That honestly was light work. Light work. I know we had a pretty stacked team, but that was actually fairly easy. But Tamagami 2, I can see where they're trying to make it difficult. As I said, you know, you've got the character lock-in. You've also got the You know, 30% HP damage being dealt at the start of turn. You know, I said he's probably hitting fairly hard. So I can see how that could probably be quite difficult, especially when we come into the missions for full power, especially when we come into the mission for Terrifying Conquerors, because Terrifying Conquerors in the best spot. Unless you have Goma, who I can expect will be a big help. But overall, that was fairly easy to do outside of the missions. Let me know how you found it down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and peace.